Good morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to Coffee and Croon. My name is TK Bollinger, and this is my daily broadcast where I sing one of my original songs. Today, here on Facebook, I'm going to repeat yesterday's endeavour because basically there was a big outage of Facebook in Australia and the South Pacific, so we kind of got cut off halfway, and I thought that was a little bit unfair. I was still happily playing away and didn't really realise until I tried to reply to a few comments and realised that, oh gosh, I'm not going live anymore. So yes, let's get straight into it. So those of you who might have caught yesterday's cast will know that the song is Exorcism of an Unworthy Ghost, and this is kind of my exorcism on the demons that plagued me about bullying and having been at the receiving end of bullying when I was growing up as a kid. I was by no means your most burly child, so the skinny kid often gets picked on. Not only that, but having German parents and living in Australia in the 70s, it was kind of, just a little bit shaming, I suppose. So when you're vulnerable, people tend to notice that, and those of us who have gone through that often get to a crossroads where we can choose to repeat or we can choose to somehow internalize those things. And of course, me being the creative type, I decided to internalize a lot of these feelings and started to write music instead of try and blame the world. Well, I still blame the world, but I do something constructive with that blame. So this song is kind of like is my answer to that crossroads, is the whether you do just become a bully yourself, or whether you somehow use that energy to make yourself better, or at least a bit more whole, because there's always scars and they always come up particularly at the most traumatic times. And nobody's perfect, but we can try, at least. Oh, well, I've noticed a couple of people Dottie and Sam have joined just in time to hear the song, so here we go. While I despise you, I won't let you get to me. Every shot you fired and forgot left its mark, tears another hole inside, and those lesions, they add up. You leave all bloated and puffed up, feeling tough. If there is an upside to this connection, all the trauma that you fed to me made me see every hole you left inside my heart is a mark of pride. I know that I'm the one that's tough. I survived. One thing I know that you taught to me, I ain't no piss-weak bully. One thing I don't ever want to be is another piss-weak bully. Anger can save you, it can also betray you, like a junkie needing to dose up. There's a cause resentment adds up. Before you know you've grown your own emotional thirst. I hope that time grants me this one small concession to rid myself of all the hate I feel towards you. I couldn't bear to know that I and that ugly pride could make another cold inside and pass on this lie. One thing I know, I never want to be is another piss-weak bully. That's why I won't let you get to me. I won't be no piss-weak bully. There you go. It's very cathartic, that song, I suppose, as I've explained. It's really, I don't know, it's, who knows where these things come from, but, you know, there is something. Oh, thanks, Olivia. Love it. Awesome. I'm glad you do. You know, I think that's the thing that I remember, that we all go through stress and we all go through trauma, and those things really suck. But if we can find a way to catalyze that experience and turn it into something else, it kind of explains, it doesn't excuse it, but it explains why, you know, life isn't just one big happy, you know, merry-go-round. We do need these climactic things to spur us on to look deeper inside ourselves. And I'm not trying to excuse any acts nor encourage any acts, but when things do happen to us, it's great to be able to utilize that energy constructively rather than destructively. I know that's not easy, and you know, it's I suppose the only reason I can see, if you're looking for reasons as to why suffering exists. So yeah, something to leave you thinking there. Thanks so much for tuning in. I noticed that Sam shared the video. Thanks, Sam, for sharing that, and everyone else, feel free to spread the love. I'm sure most of you by now have heard me say this spiel, but there are links in the description to my tips and rewards page, where you can throw a few dollars in my hat, get a few rewards, and also my community. If you haven't joined that, sign up, and you'll get my semi-regular emails and get to know me a little bit better, and yeah, we can strike up a conversation. So Dottie, thank you so much for sharing. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Glad that I made it through at this time. Tomorrow I'll be singing at the same time that I'll be singing the song that I am recording this week. So you'll get to hear that acoustically, and then on Friday, if you tune in, you'll get to hear the studio effort that I managed to extract, the sounds I managed to pull out of my head. So thanks so much for tuning in, and see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all.